Hi everyone, welcome along to another series of the Acorn podcasts where what we've been focused on is the follow-up to our ERP event where we introduced a lot of the small mid-sized business community to the market vendors on the Sage marketplace and how they can help you on your journey into this digital economy, which is at this stage, everyone knows it's inevitable, really. Gentleman from all the way from hails from South Africa, currently living in London. From our new partners and quite fresh kids on the block, I would say, from my perspective anyway, on the Sage marketplace.
Our business started around 10 years ago. In fact, we're turning 10 next week, so we're looking forward to celebrating that. And about 4 years ago, I decided to spearhead the opportunity to internationalize Skynamo. So Sage have always been really good partners with us. In fact, about a third of our 1,000 customers that we have on the books globally are Sage integrated customers, and actually most with the Sage 200 version. So yeah, it's just a really good fit. And I've been expanding Skynamo into UK and Ireland for the last 4 years. So I've just been really enjoying the ride. Specifically in our industry, we're actually a link between your typical CRM type company and an ERP system. So you've got a scenario where your accounting or your ERP system gets very much used in the back office, but the software that we bring to the table is for the field sales people. And over COVID, that obviously got shelved. People didn't go out and see customers, but they are rushing out again to do face-to-face. A lot of the business landscapes, a lot of the vehicles in terms of how people place and orders have changed, and the landscape has shifted. But there's two important things, and that's getting face-to-face with a customer helps you to further the basket that you're selling. Getting in front of a customer allows you not to have your product displaced. So the two problems that customers are seeing, that our customers are seeing, and in turn, maybe some of your listeners or viewers will be seeing, is the fact that pricing is changing almost on a daily basis. So that's a problem. That's a problem because the people who are in sales, who are at the coalface of working with the end user customer, whether you're a wholesaler, distributor, manufacturer, you're selling B2B, and pricing is moving. And so there's a massive disconnect because a salesperson is quoting an incorrect product price. And when that order is going back to the office, there's huge troubles in terms of having to go back to that customer and explain that actually the pricing's wrong and we can't place the order that he's actually or she's placed. So that's the first one. It's changing on a daily basis. The second one is stock levels. And obviously with everything moving in the current day and age, getting stuff into a country, if you're importing or using materials from other areas, or just in fact getting fresh stock or quantities is massively problematic. And so once again, the salesperson is in a scenario where they are the person who's dealing face to face with the end customer of theirs, and they're giving inaccurate information, and errors are going back to the office where stuff's being ordered and actually it's not available in the warehouse. So yeah, we're solving these problems, and at Skynamo, Johnny, that's actually what we do. We allow a window into the Sage 200. That's the bolt-on to Sage 200 and other Sage systems, which allows the end user, the field sales rep, to see that price in real time and update it as it's changed in Sage 200. So this is proving invaluable for businesses. And the second thing is that they're able to see the stock levels. So no longer are they able to do inaccurate orders and then something has to go on back order. They can suggest another product if there's none in the warehouse.
And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, I'm trying to put myself in a position where I'm the person in the back office, or, as a sales guy, I'm out in the field. Having this information at your fingertips and it being accurate saves a lot of time on the phone, on the blower, back and forth to the office. What have I got? What going and check what's in my van, or what's back at base. It's going to cut out a lot of time with that pricing visibility. At the end of the domino track, when all that falls over, what you're really saving face is probably your reputation. Your trust and reputation, from my perspective. and two, just that improved collaboration. Again, it all comes back to collaboration, and that's all efficiency, all bottleneck, opening up those bottlenecks that you see out there. And talent as well, it's almost an expectation now in terms of recruiting the best and brightest individuals that they're going to have access to this technology, Brian. So it's going to lead me down the path of, the user experience here, and you're going to show us what that looks like.
This is the world of a field sales representative, and they need to go out there, they need to place an order with the correct pricing, they need to make some comments, and they need to look at some stock levels. So I go ahead and start my day. By the way, we track the full odometer reading, so it's really good from a visibility perspective. Fuel's not going down either, so it's really nice to know miles traveled and that your salespeople are being smart. And effectively, we can see all of our customers over here. So if we jump back out and we go to our customers, you can see I've got all of the customers. These are data codes that exist on Sage, by the way, that are getting pulled in and across, and you can see how close all of these customers are to us. We can also tick across and we can see a nice bubble of where it is that we're based at the moment. So you can see I'm in Southwest London, so I'm a wee way away from you, Johnny, but I can see all my customers peppered around there. So I'm going to search for a quick customer to show you how we place an order here. So what we'll do is we'll pick on Berrylands. We can have all sorts of manner of data here. So the salesperson can be smart. They've got a timeline where they can see exactly who they've spoken to. They can have a look at what tasks they've completed. They can have a look at what orders they've effectively placed by scrolling into the timeline, which is great. And then what I'd like to show us doing here is placing an order. So if I go onto the order portion of Skynamo, we can actually place an order, and I've got my entire catalog that you'll see. It's really responsive. I happen to be selling booze at the moment, so you can see there I've got an online catalog. We help save trees here as well, Johnny. But most importantly, you can see the price, £34. I'm in the UK at the minute for this Rock Rose gin, and I can go ahead and do my pricing. Now that price is as up to date as you make it in Sage 200. So this has got a live minute sync with price levels and stock levels, and you can see at the bottom there, just below the pricing, 5 in stock. So this is a live feed into the stock levels as well. So what I do is I go ahead and I pepper my order. I'm going to take some of these non-alcoholic cocktails for the end of the night as well. And then I can go ahead and say that this is a standard order that I'm going to place. I can get a summary of the order, and then I can go ahead and I can submit the order. And when you press submit order, Johnny, this goes, and once again, I'm prepared to give anyone watching this a full demo of the system, but this syncs back into Sage, and hey presto, accurate pricing, stock levels. I haven't even had to open up my laptop, and I can head off to see my next customer without any bother. And when I'm done for the day, I can complete my mileage travel logbook. In this case, I haven't driven any miles, and then Bob's your uncle, and we're done for the day. It's as easy as that, Johnny.
Mind blown.
Yeah, no problem at all. So we've got a 2 to 4 week implementation timeline that allows for integrations into Sage 200, that allows for training of the staff. Realistically, I'm going to say 4 to 6 weeks. We often have problems where sometimes customers' data isn't correct, or other times there's a specific sequence of events that or certain information that they want to see on Skynamo that they don't want to see on Skynamo. So it can go backwards and forwards just a wee while there. But if all the ducks are in a row, 2 to 4 weeks, more realistically 4 to 6 weeks. But there's no major setup time or cost incurred. It just helps to extend, a very, very good ERP out into the field and into the hands of your salespeople. The best way is that we exclusively work through Acorn here on these Sage 200 pitches. So the best thing is to first instance contact somebody at Acorn and register the fact that you'd like to see Skynamo. We'll then connect directly with the potential prospect or customer, and then we'll do a discovery call. So we're very thorough on making sure that there is actually a good fit and that this is something that's going to add value to our joint sort of customer here, and then we can go ahead and do a demonstration which will be tailored to that particular industry. Here in the UK and Ireland, we have got a strong focus on food and beverage specifically, as well as anything sold out of forecourts or convenience stores. But similarly, that's just the markets that we've been attacking as we've launched into these new territories. We've actually got a wide range of customers, even in the UK, ranging from lubricants, right the way through to we even help an insurance company. But mostly it's a manufactured to stock product that works well. If you're a wholesaler, distributor, or even if you manufacture, maybe you import some parts, etc. You got a warehouse, you got sales reps, then it's definitely worth a discovery call. Yeah, small businesses as well. We really set up to help the small to medium-sized customers.
Okay, great. That's great, Brian. So there you have it, guys. If you're watching, tuned in today, pick up on this podcast, and you're interested in smartening up on and modernizing your sales approach, and making it in real time, giving your sales guys the ability to see what you've got in stock, so they're selling out at the right price at that time. You need to have a look at this. And thank you very much, Brian.
Fantastic. Thank you so much to you and your team, Johnny. You've been fabulous so far.